Well, welcome back to D&D Sports Talk. I'm Dustin,
Hey, I'm David.
and we are here to talk all things college sports today.
Yeah, big news going on out of Duke. We've got our first serious situation with all this transfer portal
And
stuff.
I knew this was coming. It was just a matter of time
Was
before a school was fed up with kids just jumping ship with
Yeah,
giving them all this money.
so we've got Darian Mensah, who had a good season at Duke this year.
Yeah, they went 9-5. He transferred in from Tulane.
Yeah, they're paying him $8 million. He's decided he wants to enter the transfer portal and go to Miami. Duke is saying no.
Yeah, according to his contract, they have him until January 16th of 2026.
2026. So he's got another year.
Yeah, and so a judge has let him enter the portal, but the school has
They filed an injunction.
to keep him from signing with Miami.
Yeah, Duke sued Mensa on January 20th. That was filed for a multi-year NIL contract that he has, in sense, gone against.
Yeah, and how many more of these are we going to see moving forward?
I know. Now, this is some of the stats on that contract. It required him to stay with Duke through the 2026 season. Bars him from playing football in another school or licensing him in the NIL elsewhere, and requires arbitration for resolving disputes. So they've set this in Durham, North Carolina, in the court. The first judge actually relieved himself because he is a huge Duke fan.
Well, props to him for,
So they have set a new hearing for February 2nd. I'm really interested to see how this goes.
I was about to say the same thing. It's going to be set a precedent.
It will. If this goes Duke's way, this is going to change a lot of things in college football from here on out. It's an everyday changing thing anyways.
It is.
With all this transfer bull. I don't like it. I think once you sign with the school, you should have to stay with that school through the terms of the contract, whether 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. These kids are going out and they're making a lot of money to play college football, which I never thought I'd see the day they were getting $8 million to play.
That's insane.
Yeah. In my opinion, go back to the old days, you're getting the full ride scholarship. That's worth everything in itself. Full ride scholarship. They didn't have to pay for anything. Give them a little bit of spending money.
Yeah, we
monthly 5 or 6. Exactly. Now it's a situation.
Is he going to intentionally throw interceptions?
Exactly. Is he going to throw games? So they're kind of in a. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Men's attorney is saying Duke's lawsuit should not have been filed.
It's a breach of contract. That's a standard business practice.
Yeah,
you breach your contract, you're going to end up in court.
But like you said, the initial request to block him entering the portal was denied by a judge. The original judge did relieve himself for being a Duke fan.
Yeah, and how long is it going to be until we have?
We're gonna only way to get through any of this, the only way to make this stop, is you're gonna have to get to a position where you're doing collective bargaining.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run it like the NFL, NBA.
They're gonna have to be binding without any breach. Transfer portal's gonna have to go away. Maybe not completely go away, but kids playing.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of parameters. I think we spoke a couple episodes ago. Like, you're gonna have to have you can only allow so many transfers. Coaches have got to stop promising playing time when they know that probably not going to play. And kids, they're just going to have to make better decisions on
They are.
where they go.
I think I ought to be held to one transfer in your 4-year college
And,
career.
and let's get back to a 4-year college career
Let's get 5 with a medical
with
or
a major
right.
injury or something.
Right.
But
yeah, we're going to have to get one transfer. Only exception would be your coach is fired. You've already transferred once. You get the opportunity if your coach is fired and you want to move on from that school because of that situation. I get that.
And I think you also you're if you sign a contract, you have to play every game. You don't play a bowl game, you sit out a bowl game, you have to return some of that money.
Yeah, I don't think they should have the opportunity to sit and just bow out of games just because they don't want to play.
I mean, and just look at Miami. They had their third string running back starting because all these other players sat out.
Yeah.
That potentially cost them the game.
It could have very well cost them the game.
If I was a Miami fan, I would be heated right now.
Yeah. That was I don't know. We just got to get to collective bargaining. There is no other way. Around
it's inevitable at this point. I don't see any way around it.
And it's going to have to come soon.
Yeah.
Very, very
and
soon.
this might be this Duke also might be the catalyst to
get
it there.
This may get it there. I'm kind of hoping Duke wins.
Yeah, I was saying.
I mean, if Duke wins the case, that's going to change everything.
Yeah, anybody that wants to keep college football should be pulling for Duke right now in this case.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. That's just a few days away, February 2nd. And, we'll be here to cover that for you as soon as we can hear what happens. We'll let you know. What about that game Monday night?
It's still like the amount of interceptions that Carson Beck throws in inopportune times is astounding.
It is.
He doesn't throw them unless the game's on the line. And I think they said he had like 3 of them this year.
So, yeah, I mean, they had the chance to win the game there at the end. And he throws another interception and cost him the game. I did not like the way he just walked off the field.
Yeah.
I thought that was poor sportsmanship, but that seems to follow back.
Yeah.
Poor sportsmanship.
How happy is Georgia to be done with him?
They were already, I'm sure they weren't happy Monday night thinking, man, could we have been there with Beck? But then they,
he backed it up.
Well, maybe not. But it was a great game down there in Miami. 27-21, Indiana. How do you go from being the team in college football to the best?
You hire potentially the next Nick Saban.
And Kurt is just, and he's doing it with 3 stars.
And that I love that the most about it.
Yeah, they don't have a high payroll.
No, and Mendoza grew up a Miami fan.
He did.
And they only offered him a walk-on spot.
He did.
They didn't even ask him a scholarship.
Yeah.
He went 16 of 27 for 186 yards and possibly the game-sealing rushing touchdown on 4th and 4.
I could not believe that call.
Yeah.
4th down.
Well, they had the field goal team out there, and Mendoza was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm taking this. Like, we're winning this right now."
And
you gotta love that moxie.
You do. I mean, he took it on his shoulders, and man, what a run that was. I'll be honest. I was cheering for Indiana. I wanted to see the underdogs.
I mean, I had no choice. I had to, or I'd be sleeping in the car.
But you have to feel bad for Miami losing the way they lost and their fans, which, there wasn't as many there in their home stadium as Indiana fans. But
yeah, but I'm all for players coming back and being on the sideline, but stay away from the team.
Yeah.
All the there was like who's who celebrities on Miami sideline mingling with the players. Like, that's got to be a distraction when you got Michael Irvin yelling at you.
Yeah, who was on the Indiana sideline? Nobody.
No, Mark Cuban, but he stayed.
Yeah.
He stayed away,
yeah.
though. He didn't mess with the team.
Right. I thought it was a great game. Ended up being a lot closer than I thought it would. I thought Miami came out in the second half with a great game plan because they were just they could not move the ball
No,
in that
they
first
just
half.
manhandled in the first
And
half.
they came out with a good game plan, and just Indiana, they weren't going to lose that game.
No. And Signetti finally cracked a smile.
He did. uh,
Speak,
talk about Signetti for a minute.
yeah, everybody keeps saying he's under the Saban tree,
Saban tree,
but he also has Tennessee ties.
yeah, he does. He was with Johnny Majors at Pittsburgh from 93 to 98.
Yeah, so he's got a little both there. Majors was a great coach.
Majors was a great coach. 93 to 99. I was off a year there. But, Majors' first stint at Pittsburgh, he won a national champion.
Mhm.
He's a national championship coach. He's a Hall of Famer. Uh, so that brings up a debate. Where do you place Kurt Signetti? Is he under the Majors coaching tree, or is he under the Saban? I mean, he coached 7 years with Majors. He coached 3 years with Saban.
I mean, you kind of have to put it under both, really.
You really
I mean,
do.
I'm sure he learned from both.
You did. I would say, as far as modern football goes, you have to place him underneath the Saban tree because although, Saban did retire because of all this transfer portal stuff.
Yeah.
So he's not really a modern football coach, and he doesn't really like the way college football is heading, which is why he got out. And I don't, well, Terry's not going to let him coach again.
No.
There's been chances for other teams to
Yeah.
throw some big money at him.
I think he's having too much fun on game day with McAfee.
Oh, I think he is too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to watch. He's better at it than I thought he would be.
Yeah, I hate that. I like him now.
But I'd you're going to debate Kurt being under the Majors, or you got to kind of place him in both. Yeah, he spent more time with Majors, and he learned a lot from Majors. I'm sure he wouldn't be where he's at today if he wasn't with with Majors at Pittsburgh. But on the other hand, he was a recruiting coordinator at Alabama under Saban, so you got to place them in both. They were both great coaches. Of course, Saban is the GOAT as of now, but we could be seeing. We'll see.
Quite possible.
We'll see. I love the fact that he's doing it 3 stars.
Yeah, I mean, even Saban said he never knew what a player star was.
Yeah,
we discussed that last episode.
Right. Yeah, I just I'm looking forward to see what Indiana does this coming season.
And how much longer is he going to be at Indiana?
Well, he goes in, and even if he don't win another national championship, he goes 10-2, 11-1, makes it the playoffs, makes a deep run.
He'll have a statue next year.
I do not think he'll be at Indiana after the 26th season.
No, I really don't think so either.
And which SEC schools?
Barring a complete collapse, it would be hard pressed for me to believe that he would be there after next year.
Yeah, I couldn't, but they do have Bobby Knight backing him. He's throwing money. Maybe Indiana's got the funds to say, hey.
I mean, Mark Cuban definitely does.
Yeah. So I don't know. It could be interesting.
And I'm still, like we said last episode, I'm still wondering if the NFL is going to come calling. There's still 6 openings right now.
There is, but I don't see it happening. Not at this point. I think it's still too early.
Oh no, but I mean, like down the road.
Down the road, yeah, possibly.
I could definitely see like Jerry Jones,
or
the Haslam hiring on.
But is Kurt happy in college?
Oh, I would assume so. Yes.
It's a totally different coaching game in NFL.
It is, and Saban tried it. Lou Holtz tried it.
I just think Signetti likes taking these kids that nobody else thinks can play football and builds a team that is just
it's remarkable.
Yeah,
it's remarkable.
And if he moves on next year to another college team, which SEC team is going to try to pull him in?
I could definitely see like Mississippi State or Arkansas, Missouri, one of those teams.
Well, Arkansas, they got their coach.
Florida. I could see Florida.
Well, it all depends if they go 4-8 again.
Hopefully they do.
Uh, Coach may only have 1 year there. I don't know.
And that's crazy too in this
South
day and age.
Carolina's probably going to be searching.
I would assume so. But it's sad now. Like everybody's like, you have to win your first year, and that's just not traditional team building.
And I think that's what, that was what was remarkable about Heupel coming in here in a team state that was just not a winning culture at all. And to turn it around in that first season and have a winning season.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's going out and getting kids that nobody wants.
Yeah,
And two of the quarterbacks are in the NFL right now.
absolutely. And but yeah, Heupel's a great coach. How we got on this subject, I don't know, but we'll talk about it. Uh but you have to talk about him too. This year could be a benchmark year.
There's already.
I don't think he'll lose his job after the 26th season unless he was to go like 2-10
Yeah,
and I don't see that.
and
But
there's already grumblings. People want him gone. Like, who do you want to go get?
why do you want to, because you're taking a major step back,
Oh,
losing kids and having to rebuild again.
and
I want to give him 3-4 more years and let him.
yeah, and
Because he's
do you
right on the verge.
I feel he is. And do you want to spend all that money to get him out of contract? To get whatever coach you go after, get them out of a contract.
Yep.
Like you're talking probably close to 20 mil just to get
Unless,
a new
unless
coach.
it's Signetti.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his buyout is.
I don't even. Do you know what he makes up in Indiana?
No, they did get ahead of the ball and give him a massive contract and extension. So they probably see the writing on the wall too.
Oh, absolutely. They're sitting up there in Bloomington, like, okay, who's going to come calling? What are we going to have to do? But I think he's there for at least one more year. I'd like to see him ride this out with the winning team in Bloomington.
He has 8-year contract for 93 mil, averaging about 11.6 a year.
It's just insane.
Well, because they know,
Yeah, but
they got to put that high price tag on there.
so it's going to have to be a 15 mil contract for him to even move.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But I'd like to see him ride out the whole 8 years in Bloomington and have
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It's great to see other teams in the Big Ten, because they were Ohio State, Michigan. Who else was there?
Penn State until they they played Ohio State and Michigan.
Right.
So always lost
you've
those
got
games.
those three big. Of course, you've got the addition of Oregon to it, which is a big name now. But you've got 3 or 4 teams. Now you've got Indiana, who
You can't overlook
you
anymore.
can't overlook anymore. Maybe the Big Ten will get to the SEC 9-game schedule and beat each other up. And
I still hate that.
I do too. That's going to
Still hate
be kind of crazy coming this fall.
And look in the playoffs. I think SEC teams just run out of gas.
They did. Well, they're beat up by the time playoffs come. And also, I do not like the 3 to 4 week period after championship games that they've got to sit out.
Yeah, especially in
Playoffs
football.
need to start earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there've been talks about adjusting it, and I think there shouldn't be first round buys.
No, and if we go 16 teams, which we probably are going to find out next week sometime.
Yeah, it's looking like that.
But I've heard the Big Ten commission is going to block it.
Of course.
Because for some reason he's got controlling interest in the college football playoff. I don't know how that happened.
No,
he's the reason that we're going 9 games. He told Sankey, I want y'all to play 9 games. And the only reason he did that, because he's not going to make the Big Ten do it. He did it because he wants the SEC to beat each other up.
Right.
That's the only reason.
And you saw
why Sankey's like, oh, okay, we'll do it. I don't know.
I mean, it definitely is bringing in more revenue.
Oh, it's definitely
You know,
bringing.
you're going to make more money playing Auburn than playing
You are,
UTC.
but you're beating each other up even more. It's brutal.
Yeah.
SEC is brutal. Uh, yeah,
And
I'd like to see the Big Ten get to that point, but who are they going to get? They've got to add. They've got to get our bottom tier teams are. They could go the Big Ten and be champions.
probably, yeah.
They can play with anybody, even though they're 1-10 in the SEC. They could go the Big Ten and win a championship. Vanderbilt used to be a bottom tier team. They're still I'm kind of interested to see what happens now that he's gone.
Yeah.
But they did pick it. They stole a 5-star quarterback from Georgia.
And is somebody going to try to get Clark Lee out of that contract?
I think this is a benchmark year for him if he keeps the team going without Pavia. I think that's what I think that's what other teams are waiting on.
Yeah.
It wasn't the coach, was it Pavia?
I mean,
it's kind of both.
Same thing with Franklin. He did 2 years in a row at Vanderbilt, and
Yeah.
Penn State came calling.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what he does at Virginia Tech.
I think that's a better fit for him.
I
than
think it
Penn
is
State.
too. So Virginia Tech will be back on they could be back in the Beamer years.
I mean, I would be okay with that.
I would be too. I enjoyed watching Beamer ball.
Have another team in the ACC to beat up on the other one.
Yeah. Well, there's not many in the ACC either. So
yeah, Clemson. I don't know what they're going to do.
Is this going to be Dabo's last year?
If it goes like it has been, I would assume so.
How could you not? I mean,
right.
They've completely fallen off the
map.
And they were supposed to contend.
Yeah, that's college football, though.
And their quarterback was supposed to be the Heisman favorite coming into the season.
Yeah, I didn't agree with that.
I didn't either, but that's what they were saying. He was going to win the Heisman. He was the best quarterback in the nation, and I didn't agree with the beginning of the season, but I certainly didn't think Clemson was going to go out and be as bad as they were this year.
Yeah, it's shocking for sure.
Have you seen any stats on the Clemson portal situation?
No.
Are they actually signing people this year?
At a certain point, you have to conform to that, whether you like it or not. Either you have to retire like Saban, or you have to conform. Because you can't. You're not building teams, getting a kid out of high school and keeping them for 4 years anymore.
No, and that's
going to be rare moving forward.
That's one thing that hurt Dabo.
Yeah, he flat out said, "I'm not going to the portal. I'm building a team." I'm like, well, that's not going to work. And you see the effects on the field.
Yeah, it's not. That's old school.
Yeah,
it's really old school. I'm looking up here to see if they're actually signing anybody.
You would think so. I mean, you've got thousands of kids out there. You need help all over the field. You got to start with your offensive line. You got to find a quarterback, and there's got to be some kids out there that will work in Dabo's schemes.
Says they have signed several players in the transfer portal this year. Yeah, but they're losing a lot of players too.
Yeah, and do you think Dabo has just run his course of coaching at Clemson? Because we saw him. We saw in the NFL in Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin stepping down.
Ultimately, I think Dabo wants to be at Alabama.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and
I don't know about how long DeBoer is going to be there.
I think this is.
I thought it was a strange hire.
Pivotal year for him too, because I mean they've not been. They're not horrible.
No,
but
any other fan base would be happy with what they've been doing. But
you're talking
not in
about Alabama.
Yeah.
And
no, if he doesn't make it to the playoffs, there's going to be a lot of talk of.
And did he really make it to the playoffs this year? They should not.
They should know. And like I said, previous episode, Notre Dame should have been in that game.
Absolutely.
As much as I hate to say that,
Notre Dame should have been there.
But
Texas should have been in over there.
If they make it and don't win in the first round, the fans are going to look at it like they didn't even make it.
Yeah, that was just
The hot seat will
absolute.
be on fire if they don't win at least one playoff game next year, which is crazy to think. It's
It
like we just
is,
said,
but
every other school would be like, awesome, we made it to the playoffs.
they got to come to Knoxville again.
Yeah,
That doesn't fare well for Alabama as of late.
as of late, and it's beautiful. I just that game still worries me.
It's
I
Alabama. It's always going to
Yeah,
worry you.
yeah,
So, but I could see Bama losing 3 games again this year.
yeah, and that's gonna put that hot seat really, really.
I mean, they could come to Knoxville. I, I would dare to say that Tennessee's going to be favored going into that game. But, it's still too early, way too early to see what's going to be happening. But September can't get here quick enough.
Yeah, I know. Feels like it's an eternity.
So, what else we got to talk about today?
Oh, we forgot to mention Arian Carter is coming back.
Yeah, Arian's coming back, which is good uh, on the defensive side. Knowles is just this could be the year that defense wins the SEC championship for Tennessee. I think they're going to be strong enough
They will. Well,
defensively.
barring any injuries, and we did sign a strength coach from Indiana. Yeah. So you had to pay him to get him out of there.
Absolutely, and but he's got a track record of keeping injuries down. He's got a track record of that. He's got a track record of players not wearing down in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at the physical shape Indiana was in that national championship game. They didn't look winded.
Oh no, and I mean that touchdown run by Mendoza. I mean that was all muscle.
That was all muscle.
And the kid that tried to tackle him was the same kid that got him when he was at his previous school, Cal. He was at Cal.
Yeah.
And that was the same kid that stopped him at Cal, and he got revenge on him in that game.
So yeah, it was. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bringing him in, I think, will definitely help the injury bug.
I'm sure he's already in Knoxville working his game.
Yeah, they said he flew in the next day.
So he's
already
out
at
there. Work. Yeah. He's at work, and I think and that could be a great thing because he put 30 pounds on Mendoza in the off season.
Yeah, he bulked him up.
GMAC.
I really do hope we go with one of the quarterbacks we have.
Well,
like we said last
don't have
episode,
a choice right now.
Bring in a 3-star or something. But
they did bring that 3-star in from Colorado.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
but do you consider also bringing in Mendoza? His brother, the Mendoza brothers, the younger brother hit the portal.
Yeah, you would think that if you need a quarterback, you're definitely talking to him.
Yeah, I think you would talk to him, but
he didn't play much.
He didn't play much, but when he did play, he didn't look bad.
No.
Yeah,
he only had a few.
I don't blame him for entering the portal. I would not want to play after my brother just won the Heisman.
Oh gosh, no, that would be so much pressure on you. Which there's going to be pressure anyway.
There's going to be pressure anywhere he goes, but that Indiana fan base is going to be like, you lose a game, you're not as good.
And how awful people are on social media. I'm like, they're still kids.
We go back to Duke with this Menza case. Ultimately, I don't know. I hope they win. If he ends up at Miami, do they go after Mendoza?
I think that would be a good fit.
I think that'd be a great fit. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And then with Arian coming back,
definitely going to help the defense.
It's going to help. It can't hurt.
No.
I'm anxious to see. I think defensive line and linebackers are really going to be good. I'm just anxious to see what we can do in the secondary because We were beat up last year.
Yeah, and the one thing for last year, these kids have playing time and experience now.
Yeah, they do, which is a good thing.
Mhm.
Of course, we are losing Colton Hood. I was hoping he would stick around for one more year. He came from Colorado, and man, he made a big impact.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I was hoping he would stick around more than one more year, but he's going pro, so I wish him well out there. I don't know what else we got. I think that's about all we got for today.
Yeah. Yeah, not much going on.
So, hey guys, why don't you hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube channel? Leave us some comments. Let us know what kind of content you want to hear. Let us know what you want us to debate on the next GOAT position at Tennessee. Like we said last episode, a running back, wide receiver, and quarterback will be the last three positions we debate. But do you want to hear, do you want to go to the defensive side next? We did centers. Do you want tight ends? Do you want linebackers? Do you want safeties? Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you like. Check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram. We've got a Facebook page. Please go and like and subscribe to all those channels and help us out. But until next time, we'll be back with you in about a week covering, we're going to cover baseball, Tennessee baseball. They'll be starting their season here in about 2.5 weeks. So we're going to cover some Tennessee baseball, key players. We'll look at their schedule and where we think they're going to go from there. And if there's anything else you want us to cover, comment and let us know. But until then, guys, we'll see you next time.
That's
Have a good day.